We're back for our first intermission report, the Bears and the Rochester Americans. It is that time of the year for season-ending awards, and perhaps the most important is the IOA American Specialty Man of the Year award. Each team recognizes one player, and for the Hershey Bears, it's Grant Cruikshank, who's recognized for his good works in the Hershey and Central PA communities.
You want a bear? Yeah, take that one. That's a good one. Very cool. Very grateful. Grateful to be here with this organization, and just to be able to give back to the community means so much. And you know, even though I feel like I guess I've only been here for about 2 years now, but I just feel like this community is very, very special and has meant a lot to me in that short amount of time. So to be able to give back and reach out to people in the community and help in any way I can. Certainly willing to do that at the drop of a hat, and just to be able to give back is pretty special.
This particular organization in this area offers some unique opportunities. What are some of the ones that really stand out to you, and to have those kind of opportunities I'm sure you appreciate?
Yeah, I mean, one of the most special ones is going to the Children's Hospital. I try to do that every single time it's up in the locker room and we're given that opportunity. Just to be able to try and put a smile on some of those kids' faces as they're going through such a hard time, and their families, and you know, it really puts life into perspective. And you know, you go in there and you try and make their day better in any way that you can, put a smile on their face, and you leave feeling it's a very special feeling. It's hard to put into words, but like I said, it just puts everything into perspective and makes you feel very lucky and grateful for the life that we live. And like I said, just trying to help in any way that we can. You mentioned the Children's Hospital visits and just those types of things. Have you developed some friendships and relationships with families and kids or anything like that have kind of touched you? Yeah, there's certainly a few. I've been working with one of my friends from school in college. He has a nonprofit called Triumph Together. And he's been helping so many people from all different sports, from women's soccer to the NHL to lacrosse, basketball, NBA, NFL. So he has a very special charity that he's been helping families and kids that are either sick or struggling, or their families have been through something very, very tough. And so I've been able to set up a few visits with those families and get them to come out to games. And Kathleen's been very helpful, and yeah, she's been amazing helping set up these visits and setting up the games and getting them tickets and their families. And yeah, there's just so many great people and so many different ways that these people have helped sick kids and sick families, or families that have gone through something very tough. So it's a very cool opportunity. Grant is now one of 32 finalists for the AHL's Yannick Dupree Memorial Award, which will be announced at a later date. We'll be right back with more Bears hockey on Fox 43 after this.